our railroad commission coming. We should be here in a little while. Well, because we're the oldest, not us, we're the oldest post settlement.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I mean, we use our claim to fame. I mean, like, yeah, we claim to it in Orange County, but it's actually there. But we still don't know. What that is, we have that have relatives in Poland that actually go back and forth. And so we have a vested interest. I mean, people have families there. We have I know they go over there quite a bit. They just, yeah, live back, they help at the church. So, no, there's a large community. It's a big Polish community. We got a big I'm glad, so do I feel. But no, we have a vested interest. Like I said, we have a lot of people, families over there. And I think a lot of the interest of ours is when Hugo contacted me about the whole marathon thing.
Tell me something about this.
Went over there and I asked him, why do you know about it? Because we don't want our,
When Polish people can move to Germany, for instance,
well, that's the question to the administration. But we are at the end of the process to get visa waived. So probably the visa will not be. We are the process
or their government liaison, whatever he does, and he says, I have these people from Poland coming over, and I said, well, you know what we are, right? Well, Santa Maria is the oldest Polish settlement in America kind of thing. And I said, we would love to see who you have coming over. So that's how this all evolved tonight. We wanted to see who was coming and why, because we have a lot of vested interest in Poland. We've got Father Mateusz here, who you've met earlier, and Randy, who thank y'all so much for pulling me out of a bind earlier when everybody wanted to go to Santa Maria and I couldn't be there. And Hugo's texting me saying they want to go to Santa Maria, and I was like, great. And I was in court, so I apologize for that, but thanks to Randy and Father for doing that for us. So then I guess the second part of this is the Eagleford Shale play. That's why we have Commissioner Porter here. You can aim all your oil and gas. We got him here for you. He lives in a fishbowl lately with this Eagleford thing going on in these little small counties, so we look for him a lot. And we have the old with the new. We're the oldest Polish settlement in America, and we've got this brand new show going on. So Hugo brought these folks in, and Hugo, if you'd like to introduce our visitors, or if we can get you to say your name, that might help us.
So shall I?
Surely.
Sure. Why don't you just, okay, I'll go next to Hugo.
Yeah.
So you have the very debatable pleasure of actually seeing me. Okay. Which language would you like me to speak?
Polish.
Chinese. Dobrze, naprawdę mi jest miło tutaj być. Nazywam się Ludomir Lasocki, jestem doradcą ministra finansów Jacka Rostowskiego Rzeczypospolitej Polskiej. In other words, it's very pleasant. I really relish being here, seeing you guys. My name is Ludomir Lasocki, but people call me Ludek, because when I was this high I couldn't pronounce Ludomir, so I called myself Ludek, which means little man. So please, I currently am the political advisor to the Polish Minister of Finance in Warsaw. The reason I speak with a colonial accent, in other words, a British accent, is that to some extent I'm a bit like you guys. Again, I'm an Anglo-Pole. You lot are Polish Americans, or whatever you care to call yourselves. But I'm an Anglo-Pole, which means I was born in the UK, I was educated, I worked in Britain. My parents are from Poland. We have a huge community which maintains Polish tradition. Links with Poland have only happened in the last 20 years since the communist system really fell apart. So there are, and let me just finish, there are between 19 and 21 million people like you, like me, not like him. He's a real Pole. Real Poles look at bread and butter, they work and do everything else. We think about the home country, we think about the romantic part of it as well. So, I'm fascinated that you guys and I are part of that 19 or 20 million of us who are outside Poland, have been there, for some of them, 200 or 300 years ago. Others, like you guys, 150, 160 years. Me, my parents emigrated during the war. So, end of story, I'm boring, over to him.
Okay. So, my name is Remigiusz Urbanowski, and you can just use the shortcut and call me Remy. Right now I'm with the Polish Embassy, I'm financial counselor. I came here 4 years ago, so I have a good experience of working here and cooperating with the U.S. administration. I'd like to express my gratitude to Judge, to other officials for organizing this evening, this event. I would like to thank the representative of the Polish community that was settled here in 1854. When we were here today, when we were in Panna Maria, we are very proud to see this settlement. We are proud of your history, of your contribution to build this country, and your efforts to preserve the Polish culture. On a personal note, Salesian people is very close to my heart. This affection got even stronger when I married my wife. When she was born in Gliwice, central part of Silesia. So thank you very much for your hospitality. Thank you.
Can we get, if there's anybody you want to talk to in the room before you leave, just so you'll know who they are, can our elected officials tell us who you are? Pete, will you start?
PTR County Commissioner, Precinct 2.
Bob?
This is my last name. I'm Robert Wilson, I'm the county attorney in this county. This is my wife Betty. I've been county attorney here for about 18 years. Anybody be happy to talk to any of you about any questions that I could answer. Make them mature, make them very short, and know there's something that I know something about, like how the weather is.
Our sheriff?
I'm David Left, I'm sheriff here in Orange County. This is my wife, Ann Brad. I'm sheriff here in
Judge?
I'm Alfred Pavetic, former county judge of Orange County, and Judge Shaw now is trying to repair my tracks that I left for 8 years.
And then we have, in just a second, I'm going to give it right back to you because I want to, and then I want to introduce Commissioner Porter.
David Porter, Texas Railroad Commissioner.
And before we go into the Eagle Ford Shale play, and before we go into the rest, we have got, and I'm gonna slaughter it, Father Mariusz over there, who's helped us out a lot today, and Randy Pavelik, who's helped us out a lot today. We've got Stephen Juke up here at the Ameriprise, who will tell you that this is definitely, he's a financial advisor, he'll tell you that this shell is a good thing. And that's my husband Paul, my mom in the back, and we've got media here. We've got the Victoria Advocate, we got Wilson County News, I got Camel Radio, I've got the him part and the her part. That's Doris Van Eccles back there. So everybody knows who everybody is, okay? So if you have any questions to ask, please feel free. We're going to give you a little bit of background on our part of it, our Karnes County part, And Judge Pavelic's going to do that because he actually went to Lesnica, Poland with Mr. Boatman, and they took their wives. This was our delegation that went over there. I'm not saying it's the most honest delegation, but it's the one we could find at the time.
It was a top delegation. I forgot to introduce my wife, Edna, mother. Wife, Edna. It's our pleasure.
And she does most of the work. So, so go ahead.